July 20th, 1969, the whole world held its breath. Millions of people were glued to their televisions. In the blurry image, a figure dressed in white descended a ladder. Apollo 11 commander Neil Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface. His words echoed through history. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. This historic achievement marked the pinnacle of the space race. It was a testament to human ingenuity, courage, and an insatiable thirst for exploration. The Apollo 11 mission became a symbol of what humanity could achieve at its best, a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. But as the world celebrated this triumph, a seed of doubt was planted. Conspiracy theories began to circulate, questioning the validity of this historical event. Could it be possible that walking on the moon, a landmark in human history, was an elaborate hoax? A pivotal moment in human history, the Apollo 11 moon landing, is not without scrutiny from skeptics. Fueled by speculation and misinformation, conspiracy theories arose in the wake of the event. These theories questioned the authenticity of the moon landing. They pointed to apparent anomalies in the photographs and footage. Highlighting discrepancies, they claimed that the event was faked. These claims resonated with a segment of the public. The sheer magnitude of the achievement bred skepticism. The technical prowess seemed almost inconceivable. Putting a man on the moon and bringing him back safely was an astounding feat. Achieving it within a decade of Kennedy's declaration seemed impossible to some. One of the most enduring images of the Apollo 11 mission is that of the American flag, waving proudly on the lunar surface. But for conspiracy theorists, this image became a symbol of deception. They pointed to the seemingly impossible behavior of the flag, arguing that it appears to wave in the wind in the vacuum of space where there is no air. The video and photographs show obvious ripples and movement in the fabric. How is this possible, they asked, in an environment with no air currents? Like many conspiracy theories, the answer lies in a misunderstanding of basic physics and a misinterpretation of visual cues. The flag was designed with a telescoping pole and a horizontal crossbar to ensure that it would unfurl fully. Far from being evidence of air, the wrinkles and waving are actually a result of how the flag was packed for its lunar journey. Once unfurled, the fabric retained these wrinkles, giving the illusion of movement. Another piece of evidence often cited by conspiracy theorists is the apparent inconsistency of shadows in the lunar photographs. They argue that if the sun were the only light source, as NASA claims, then all shadows should be parallel. Yet in some images, the shadows appear to converge or diverge, suggesting artificial light sources used in a stage studio setting. This claim, once again, reveals a misunderstanding of perspective and how the human eye perceives depth in two-dimensional images. Just as parallel lines on a road appear to converge in the distance, parallel shadows on the moon can appear non-parallel depending on the angle and distance from which they are viewed. Furthermore, the moon's uneven surface with its hills and craters can further distort shadow angles. What appears to be a variation in shadow direction may simply be the result of shadows falling on uneven surfaces. Section 5. The Van Allen Belts Challenge, a radioactive roadblock. The Van Allen belts, two donut-shaped regions of charged particles that surround Earth, have also been a point of contention for conspiracy theorists. These belts, held in place by Earth's magnetic field, contain high-energy protons and electrons that pose a significant radiation hazard. Skeptics argue that it would have been impossible for the Apollo astronauts to travel through these belts without receiving lethal doses of radiation. While it is true that the Van Allen belts pose a radiation risk, the danger was mitigated by the spacecraft's trajectory and shielding. The Apollo missions were designed to pass through the belts through their thinnest sections to minimize exposure time. Additionally, the spacecraft's hull and the astronauts' spacesuits provided further protection. Measurements taken during the mission confirmed that the astronauts' radiation exposure was well within acceptable limits. Section 6. Debunking the myths, science to the rescue. Those who believe the moon landing was a hoax often point to these common claims. Each claim, under scientific scrutiny, crumbles. evidence overwhelmingly supports the Apollo 11 mission. This is further corroborated by independent verification from other nations, including the Soviet Union. Lunar samples, analyzed by scientists worldwide, are geologically distinct from Earth rocks. The laws of physics refute many conspiracy theories. Section 7. Lingering questions and photographic anomalies. Despite the overwhelming evidence supporting the moon landing, some questions and anomalies have not been addressed to everyone's satisfaction. These unanswered questions, often taken out of context, fuel speculation and conspiracies. One such anomaly includes certain photographic inconsistencies that have been observed. For instance, there are claims that certain objects mysteriously appear or disappear in different photographs taken at the same location. While some of these discrepancies can be attributed to human error, such as mislabeled images or variations in printing processes, others remain unexplained. These photographic anomalies, while intriguing, do not invalidate the mission as a whole. Rather, they highlight the challenges of interpreting historical data and the limitations of relying solely on visual evidence. Section 8. The missing telemetry tapes. Another enduring mystery surrounding the Apollo 11 mission is the disappearance of the original telemetry tapes. These tapes contained vital data about the spacecraft's performance and the astronauts' vital signs during the mission. Their loss, while unfortunate, has been seized upon by conspiracy theorists as evidence of a cover-up. NASA, for its part, maintains that the tapes were likely erased and reused in later years as a cost-saving measure. This explanation, while plausible given the limited data storage capabilities of the time, has done little to quell the suspicions of some. The missing tapes remain a source of frustration for historians and scientists alike. Their reappearance would undoubtedly provide valuable insights into this historic event. However, their absence does not invalidate the already overwhelming evidence supporting the authenticity of the moon landing. Section 9. A giant leap for conspiracy. The persistence of the Apollo 11 conspiracy theories, despite the overwhelming evidence against them, speaks to the power of misinformation and the human fascination with the unknown. It highlights the need for critical thinking, scientific literacy, and evaluating information from credible sources. The moon landing was not just a triumph of technological prowess, it was a triumph of the human spirit. To believe that it was faked is to underestimate the ingenuity, dedication, and courage of thousands of individuals who worked tirelessly to make it a reality. The Apollo 11 mission, with all its complexities and challenges, still stands as a testament to what humanity can achieve when united by a common goal. It is a reminder that exploration and discovery are fundamental to the human experience and that our pursuit of knowledge should be grounded in evidence, not speculation. Section 10. The legacy of Apollo 11, inspiring generations and fueling dreams. Despite the continued murmur of conspiracy theories, the legacy of Apollo 11 remains largely intact. The mission continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us of a time when humanity dared to reach for the stars and succeeded. The scientific advancements made during the Apollo program, from rocketry and materials science to computing and communications, have had a profound impact on our world. The mission also sparked a renewed interest in STEM fields, inspiring generations of scientists, engineers, and astronauts. Perhaps most importantly, Apollo 11 left an indelible mark on the human psyche. It expanded our understanding of our place in the cosmos, ignited our imaginations, and sparked a sense of hope for the future. The moon landing, despite what the skeptics may say, remains a shining example of what humanity can achieve when we dare to dream big.